We were married in 1968,
June 8th.
June 8th in Santa Fe, and Jim was just out of the Army. And then we came directly to Colorado.
Take me up the creek. I like to see the place again.
We started to look for a place.
We really wanted to be pioneers.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
we
so.
wanted.
It's gone. The memories are so strong that the good times have stayed. Remember the very first day. You showed
When I got here, there was no things, nothing. Here, nothing, nothing. No buildings,
It was just the forest.
Just the forest.
And no flat land, basically.
except
keep
where the house is.
everything in, let everything out.
Kent was visiting that summer, and so I brought him up on a motorcycle to sort of scout the area. And we walked down there, and to me, I could see my shop and the house, and this little area is where we were going to develop. So then we moved up here in,
1970.
it must have been 1970 on September
In
7th.
the fall, yeah. And it was beautiful. The weather was just like that Indian summer weather that you just think perfect. And we just said, yes, this is the dream. This is it. This is wonderful.
We took hikes.
And we were cooking outside, and basically there was a roof here, but there were no walls on the building or anything.
So we did have sort of a structure.
And then,
on,
September
I'm pretty sure it was September 10th.
was the most horrific snowstorm. I mean, it was heavy duty.
I think it was, I think it was September 16th because we got 10 inches of snow.
But there were no walls on the building or anything.
But we had 10 inches of snow, and it got down to about in the very low 20s.
How could paradise be snatched from us, How could paradise be snatched from us?
We were having a hard time keeping warm. We had no stove except the cook stove.
But there were no walls on the building or anything.
I put quilts around on these beams.
The barn will build you a house.
What motivated me? Just an inordinate sense of determination.
Not to be defeated.
An inordinate amount of persistence.
Yes, that's true. I did not realize how difficult gardening, how difficult in like 2 seconds a hailstorm could wipe out everything you've done. I mean, it was, for me, I guess because I clung to that dream of having, the garden and us being self-sufficient. It was a learning curve. I mean, it can be done, and we did it, but, it wasn't something that could be done immediately or quickly.
I think once I saw it, that there's something about its harshness, which I seem to be attracted to. I don't know how else you say it. I mean, it just...
I think because it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. It was rugged. I guess that's it. I knew I liked it, and there were a lot of trees there. And the bristlecone was good burning wood. In those days, the wood, it was just a good burning wood. It looked like
Looks like
a,
the moon, actually,
a
almost,
forest.
you know.
Like a forest fire had gone through a very long time ago. There were no branches on trees. They weren't. The charcoal had already blown off. They were silver. You could tell they were very pretty. And I don't know that I thought about that much then.
I did. That was
We didn't have any market at all
yeah.
for
We
them.
didn't have a market, and we really had them, you know, had to get
We
what
just,
we had a market for.
yeah. You're always looking over your shoulder at the cloud to the west of you that's coming. And you know that the lightning is going to hit probably 5 or 10 minutes before the rain. And you just don't know when.
And you know that tempers are going to get short because you don't have much oxygen there. You're running on, you know.
The best place for me to be is right here with you.
As a small boy, I wanted to be in an isolated cabin. I thought of going to Antarctica. Just wanted to be in kind of out where I could hear the elements. I liked it when it rained. And I wanted to be a logger. I liked cutting wood. My mother had said, you got to eat beans if you're going to be a logger, and I didn't like beans. But I've learned to like beans.
Tell me once again how your granddad would say.
That was a childhood dream.
I mean, it can be done, and we did it. And we just said, yes, this is the dream. This is it. You know, this is
We took hikes.
The barn first. The barn will build a house. I've been around the world. There's a lot of lovely sights to see.